Magandang buhay mga bata! Welcome to Mathematics 5, Quarter 2, Week 2 with a code M5NS-2B-104.2. I'm going to show you a symbols on the screen. Are you familiar with this? Right. The first symbol is what we call the greater than, the second symbol is what we call the less than, and the third symbol is what we call the equal sign. When do we use these symbols? Right, we use them in comparing. So today, we're going to study about comparing and ordering decimals. Are you ready and excited? Okay, let's start. To begin with, let's read the word problem. Last Sunday, Camille jogged 768,000 kilometers, while Mylene jogged 773,000 kilometers. Who jogged farther? So let's find out. When we compare decimals, we line up first the decimal points and the digits in their corresponding place values. Begin comparing the digits with the same place value from the leftmost digits. Compare one place value at a time. Using the given problem, Camille jogged 768,000 kilometers, while Mylene jogged 773,000 kilometers. So we are going to compare, or we're going to start from the leftmost place value, which is 0. So they are equal. Then we will proceed to the next place value, which is in the tenths. 7 and 7 are equal. So we will proceed to the next place value, which is in the hundreds place value. So 6 and 7 are different. So we can already compare. 6 and 7, or 6 is less than 7. So therefore, 768,000 is less than 773,000. Therefore, Mylene jogged farther than Camille. Okay, let's explore more. We have also what we call equivalent decimals. Decimals that name the same number are called equivalent decimals. For example, 60 hundredths and 6 tenths. Are these decimal numbers equal? Let's find out using a figure. So 60 hundredths in figure and 6 tenths in figure. So if we're going to study the figure, 60 hundredths and 6 tenths are just equal. So meaning, adding zeros, this means placing a 0 to the right of the last digit in a decimal. For example, 6 tenths is equal to 60 hundredths because although we added a 0, the value of the decimal did not change. Remember that? Even we added 0 at the right, the value of the decimal did not change. Adding 0 is useful when ordering a group of decimals. So let's proceed in order. Okay, let's have ordering decimals. We can order decimals from least to greatest, or we can order from greatest to least. So we have two ways in ordering. Let's try an example. The heights of Arnell, Robert, Jimmy, and Edwin are 176 and 34 centimeter, 165 and 9/10 centimeter, 189 and 900 centimeter, and 198 and 800 centimeter respectively. Arrange their height from smallest to tallest, or from least to greatest. Let's find out. First, line up the decimal points. So Arnell's height is 176 and 34 hundredths centimeter. Robert's height is 165 and 9/10 centimeter. Jimmy's height is 189 and 900 centimeter. and Edwin's height is 198 and 800 centimeters. Next, add 0 so that each number has the same number of decimal places. So we're going to add 0 to Robert's height so that they have the same number of decimal places. Although adding zeros, as we all know, adding 0 at the right of the decimal number, the values still equal. Finally, use the place value to compare the decimals. Always start from the left. So we are going to start from the highest place value, which is in the hundreds place value. So all of them are equal. Therefore, we will proceed to the second place value, which is in the tens place value. So we can already identify which is the smallest number. As we can see, 6 is the smallest. Therefore, Robert is the smallest among them. Then, followed by 7, because 7 is higher than 6. Therefore, Arnell is taller than Robert. And the next higher number, which is 8. Therefore, Jimmy is taller than Arnell and Robert. And finally, the highest number, which is 9. So therefore, Edwin is the tallest among them. Did you get it right? Okay. So let's try this another examples. Compare the decimals using less than, greater than, less than, or equal. You can answer on your paper. Okay, to begin with, 4 and 2/10, compare it to 4 and 2/100. First, we compare it from the leftmost, which is 4 and 4. So, they are equal. So, we will proceed to the next place value, to the tens place value, 2 and 0. So, 2 and 0 are different. We can already compare. So, meaning 2 is higher than 0. So, therefore, the answer is greater than. Correct. Next example, we have 67 hundredths and 67 thousandths. So start from 0, 0, 6, and 0. So we can already compare. 6 is higher than 0. So meaning the answer is correct, greater than. Next, we have 9 and 5/10 and 9 and 500 thousandths. So compare 9 and 9, 5 and 5. So since we don't have number already in the first decimal number, we can add 0. So adding zeros will not affect their value. So meaning they are just equal. Correct. Very good. Next, arrange its set of decimal from least to greatest. Let's have 15 and 9/10, 15 and 90 hundredths, 15 and 109 thousandths, and 15 and 909 thousandths. So, since we have 4 decimal numbers, first is we are going to align them so that we can easily compare. Next one is we can add 0 so that they have the same number of place values. So let's compare from the leftmost. They have 1. All of them are 1. So we will proceed to the next. They have all 5 numbers. And the next place value, we can already see that we have 2, 9 and 1, 1 and 1, 0. So we can already eliminate the least number or the smallest number, which is 15 and 9/100. So this is the smallest. You can already write on the blank. And then we can also eliminate the 1, which is 15 and 109 thousandths. So higher than 50, the first decimal number. Now, since the two remaining decimal number have the same number in their tens place, so what we are going to do is we are going to proceed in comparing. So after the tens place is the hundreds, compare it. So they got 0 and 0, so they are equal. So we'll proceed to the last digit, which is 0 and 9. So we can see that 9 is higher, so meaning 15 will be eliminated. 15 and 9, 90 hundreds, so 50 and 90. And the highest number is 15 and 909 thousandths. Did you get it right? Let's try another example. This time from greatest to least. Okay, from greatest to least, let's have the numbers 21 and 216 thousandths, 21 and 712 thousand, 21 and 162 thousandths, and 21 621 thousandths. So we align first the decimals, compare from the leftmost, they have all the same, or they have all the same numbers. The second digit or place value, they have also the same. So we'll proceed to the third place value, which is in the tenths. So we can see that they have different numbers. Since we are arranging the decimal from greatest, so we'll look for the greatest number or highest number, which is 7. So meaning 21 and 712 thousand is the highest number or greatest number among them. Then we will look for the next or smaller than 7, which is 6. So meaning 21 and 621,000 is the next in the list. And third is the 21 and 216, I mean. And finally, the 21 and 162 thousandths. Okay, did you get it right? So comparing and ordering decimals, we always follow the same rule. We compare it from the leftmost digits or place value. It's quiz time! You are given two types of tests, set A and set B. In set A, composed of 1 to 5 questions, you are given 5 seconds to write your answer on your paper. To prepare your materials, so write greater than, less than, or equal sign. Are you ready? Let's begin. Okay, for item number 1, compare 4 and 7 tenths to 4 and 699 thousandths. Your timer starts now. Okay, time's up. The correct answer is correct, greater than. Very good. Okay, for item number 2, compare 75 hundredths to 7 and 5 tenths. Your timer starts now. Okay, time's up. The correct answer is less than. Very good. Okay, for item number 3, 12 and 6 hundredths, compare it to 12 and 6 thousandths. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. The correct answer is greater than. Very good. And for item number 4, compare 7 and 5 tenths to 7 and 500 thousandths. Your timer starts now. Okay, time's up. The correct answer is equal. Great job. Okay, for the last item in set A, compare 104 and 7 tenths to 140 and 2 tenths. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. The correct answer is less than. Very good. Good job. Next one, set B. In set B, we have only 4 items. You are given this time 15 seconds to write your answer on your paper. Just arrange the decimal numbers whether from least to greatest or greatest to least. So let's start. Are you ready? Okay, for set B, you are going to arrange the decimal numbers from least to greatest. Here are the numbers: 23 and 5 tenths, 22 and 25 hundredths, 21 and 45 hundredths, 25 and 2 tenths, and 24 and 4 tenths. You have 15 seconds to answer. Timer starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see what are the correct answers. So the smallest number or the least number among them is 21 and 45 hundredths, followed by 22 and 25 hundredths, 23 and 5 tenths, 24 and 4 tenths, and the biggest number is 25 and 2 tenths. Did you get it right? Okay. Okay, for the item number 2, in arranging decimals from least to greatest, here are the numbers: 53 and 75 hundredths, 53 and 25 hundredths, 53 and 45 hundredths, 53 and 2 tenths, and 53 and 4 tenths. You have 15 seconds to arrange the numbers from least to greatest. 15 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see what are the correct answers. So the smallest number among them is 53 and 2 tenths, followed by 53 and 25 hundredths, followed by 53 and 4 tenths, followed by 53 and 45 hundredths, and the largest among them is 53 and 75 hundredths. Did you get it right? Very good. Okay, for the next item, this time you are going to arrange the decimal numbers from greatest to least. Are you ready? Here are the list of numbers: 175 thousandths, 25 hundredths, 45 hundredths, 2 tenths, and 4 hundredths. So you are given 15 seconds to arrange the numbers from greatest to least. Your 15 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. So we are going to see which is the greatest number going to the least. So the greatest number is 45 hundredths, followed by 4 tenths, followed by 25 hundredths, followed by 2 tenths, and the smallest among them is 175 thousandths. Did you get it right? Very good. And finally, the last item, still arrange the decimal numbers from greatest to least. Here are the list of numbers: 21 and 75 hundredths, 20 and 5 tenths, 23 and 41 hundredths, 20 and 2 tenths, and 20 and 4 hundredths. You are given 15 seconds to arrange the numbers from greatest to least. Your timer starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see which among this list of numbers is the greatest. So the greatest number is 23 and 41 hundredths, followed by 21 and 75 hundredths, 20 and 5 tenths, followed by 20 and 2 tenths, and the smallest among them is 20 and 4 tenths. Did you get it right? Very good. That's all for today. Thank you for listening.